Yo, what's up guys? It's your boy Looney, and you can see that my portfolio is green today. For my account, the stocks are running and my crypto is pumping, and clearly patience is finally paying off. Now, before we get into my trades, quick shout out to the Discord. It is free to join, and then if you want real-time trade alerts, one-on-one coaching, or access to my option selling course, you could check out the premium membership. The links to that are all in the description. All right, let's talk about today. So the big move that I made was closing my Mara put. So I'm gonna pull up Mara, and I opened this trade just a couple days ago. Let's actually scroll down because I believe that's where you could find it. So I bought it here. I opened this sell put a couple days ago, and I did it when the stock dipped. It had a significant drop. It was down like 10% in one day. So I sold a put because that's what you want to be doing. You want to be buying the fear and selling puts on red days. Now, I noticed that today, 2 days later, that I was up 40%. So if we click on this realized profit, I'm up 42%, and I made $24. So it's not a crazy amount, but you could see that just the power of playing the dips and not forcing trades, you can win. And I locked in that gain and I freed up some capital. So I got back my $1,400, and there's no reason for me to hold that extra $20 for a few more weeks, because the majority of the premium was already captured in just 2 days. Now, it had to do with Mara actually pumping today along with crypto, as I mentioned before, and Mara was up 5%, and Riot, which is another stock that I own, was also up on the day, and therefore I have to manage my covered calls. But we can see here, same situation, up 6%. And this is one of my biggest positions in my portfolio, up 24%. I know someone kind of clowned me for owning this stock, and if we just look in the past 3 months, it's up 86%. So clearly the patience of just holding is paying off. I could have bought this for even cheaper than my average cost, but I didn't want to go too much into it and get my portfolio diversity too high and just overall just allocating too much into one position. So I held off on buying at lower prices. I'm not really concerned of that, but my position that I'm gonna have to roll tomorrow or Friday is this $9.5 call. It is in the money, and I'm gonna roll it to 10.5 and just continue it until I catch up to that stock and get that stock appreciation. I'll probably have to pay to roll it, and that's why covered calls aren't a flawless strategy. They are a good strategy, but they're not flawless, and therefore this is one of these examples that covered calls can go wrong. And I'm clearly feeling that with a lot of my other positions. I have a ton of cover calls like this SoFi. SoFi just keeps going up, and my cover calls are just getting burned. So on this position alone, I'm down 1,600. If I roll it, I won't be down as much, but I'll still be down a pretty significant, and it's going to take out a chunk of my profits. But meanwhile, as we were mentioning, is crypto is showing some life, showing some spark. Bitcoin is approaching that all-time high. It briefly went to 112 for a little bit and then quickly went back down. It's approaching those all-time highs. We'll see where it goes. Ethereum and the other crypto were also climbing today. Ethereum up 6%, so doing a little bit better than Bitcoin. And I own these, and I do dollar cost average. So I only put $3 a day, planning to get Ethereum. These are long-term plays, but we could see that crypto is looking strong. We're seeing that momentum now, that momentum shift into crypto. But this momentum is key. I'm not FOMOing in. Just because crypto is pumping, that doesn't mean you should go all in crypto or leverage trading or any sort of that risk. I've been just simply dollar cost average. So even on a day like this where it pumps, I'm putting $15 at most, just building long-term positions. And if it dips, again, $15. I have these automatic reoccurring dollar cost averaging into crypto. And I've been doing this for a while now. So I've been taking profits, and that's why the returns are high, but we could see that we scroll down here. I'm not as high, which is pretty interesting the way Robinhood does it. All time, I'm up 45%, but we scroll down here and I'm showing negative in a few and not nearly that return of 2,200. So I am taking profits. I'm trying to be as smart as I can with crypto because of how volatile it is and how euphoric it does feel when it does start pumping. So I'm just letting the strategy just do the work. I'm already positioned. I'm not chasing pumps. If I do see another pump, I'll just simply take some more profits. I don't know when that's going to happen or how aggressive it is going to happen, but if it does, and I do see that my crypto is going up 100%, that is a good signal to take profits. So I'm monitoring and managing. Back to SoFi as it continues to run. My deep in the money covered calls are still in play, and I'm going to look to roll these along with my Riot and other positions, even the Mara one as well. TSSL, this is one that I opened pretty recently. I've never done a leveraged option trade, and that's what this one is. I noticed Tesla dropped significantly and the fundamentals didn't change. It was just simply Elon tweeting politically about starting a party. So I saw this as a good opportunity to open up. Instead of just buying Tesla, I did a leverage trade and did it with selling puts at a very low strike and low delta. So I am up 31% or $9. So not a massive gain, but I'm going to hold this out, see where it goes, and let it expire worthless. This is only 1 or 30-day trade. So we'll see where this one ends up. Now, Oscar, on the other hand, is kind of going up and down. It is slowly declining. This past week, it is down 15%. And then ever since that dip, it has dipped. It's only dipped about 2%. So not a massive decline, but we could see that steadily decline. And if it does go to my $15, I will sell another cash secured put at a lower strike price. And if I get assigned, I will start doing covered calls and do the wheel strategy. So I'm just watching that patiently as well. So the bottom line is not every day needs a big move. Yesterday I talked about not making trades, and here we could see why. I made the trades weeks ago or a couple of days ago, and I didn't do anything after that. I just stayed patient. And when you're well positioned, the market can work in your favor. And it does all the heavy lifting. So that's why I'm also leaving my cash ready. I'm staying disciplined and just letting the game come to me. If you want to stay updated on these trades in real time, hit the Discord link, and don't forget to drop a like if you're letting patience pay you too.